Okay. Good morning, everybody. The board meeting of the Gateway Development Commission is now called to order. Today, we are holding a public meeting of the Gateway Development Commission's Board of Commissioners. Today's meeting is being held virtually. Audio is also being live streamed from the Gateway Program website. The Commission is also soliciting comments from the public that may be participating today virtually. A form for soliciting these comments is posted on the Gateway Program website for those who wish to submit a comment for today's meeting. Acting Secretary Maria Anderson, may I ask you to conduct the roll call and report on the public notice for today's meeting?
Co-Chair Glenn.
Here.
Co-Chair Gray-Wolverk.
Here.
Vice Chair Kosha.
Here.
Commissioner Barbas.
Here.
Commissioner Dominguez.
Here.
Commissioner Herlinsky.
Here.
Commissioner Rosen is absent. We have a quorum. Adequate notice of today's regular public meeting of the Board of Commissioners of the Gateway Development Commission has been provided in accordance with the Commission's enabling legislation. The agenda and public documents pertaining to the board meeting have been made publicly available on the Gateway Program's website. Notice of the meeting was posted to the website 5 business days before the meeting, and public notice of the time and place of the meeting was provided to appropriate media outlets. A video recording of this meeting will be posted on the Gateway Program website.
Thank you. The next item on today's agenda is a report on the minutes of the August 2025 meeting of the board. I will now turn to Ms. Anderson for a report on the minutes of that meeting.
Copies of the minutes of the meeting of August 2025 were delivered in electronic form by me to the governors of New York and New Jersey on August 21, 2025. The time for action by the governors of New York and New Jersey expired at midnight on September 5, 2025, at which time actions recorded in the minutes went into full force and effect.
Thank you. So we will now turn to a report on public comments.
I note for the record that the Commission solicited virtual comments from the public in advance of and during today's meeting. A form for soliciting these comments was posted to the GDC website in advance of the meeting. The comment form for virtual participation is available throughout today's meeting. The Commission received 6 virtual public comments by 5 p.m. on Monday, September 29, 2025, from the following: Carlo Schisura, New York Building Congress; Amanda Adair; Samuel Turvey from Rethink New York City; Sean Kelly; Joshua Berman from Regional Plan Association; and Jerry Keenan for Alliance for Action Network. If any virtual comments are received during today's meeting, they will be distributed to the board and posted on the Gateway Program website after today's meeting. All public comments received will also be filed in the Commission's records. Prior to the Gateway Program update and action item, I will note for the record that Commissioner Barbas has been recused from all matters involving the delivery partner contract. Commissioner Barbas will drop from the line and will rejoin for executive session.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. We will now turn to the GDC staff for an update on the Gateway Program.
Thank you, Co-Chair Glenn. The first item on our agenda today is the task order for the next phase of the delivery partner contract. As you know, GDC is a special purpose entity created with the mandate to deliver one historic critical project, the Hudson Tunnel Project. GDC is a lean organization by design. The Hudson Tunnel Project, meanwhile, is the country's largest infrastructure project. That's why we are using a public-private delivery partner model. We'll take all hands on deck to deliver the Hudson Tunnel Project. And we are tapping talent in both the public and private sector and across the entire industry. I look forward to continuing to build a team that will work together seamlessly for the next decade to get this project done. From my first day as CEO, I have said that my mission is to deliver, with my team, the Hudson Tunnel project within scope, schedule, and budget. I'm proud to say that we are on track to achieve exactly that with the first construction package. The Tunnelly Avenue project is rapidly approaching substantial completion. Once the project is done, we will have a clear path for two critical milestones. First, the tunnel boring machines will be brought under Tunnelly Avenue and their launch site as we prepare to build the first mile of new tunnels under the Palisades. Second, the project will create the gateway for two new tracks to run from Tunnelly Avenue into the new tunnel's portals. Across the river, we've made significant progress on the Hudson Yard Critical Casing 3 project since passing the halfway point in May. Excavation of the trench is nearly finished, and we are preparing for a very large concrete pour for the tunnel box. More than 3,000 cubic yards of liner wall have been installed on the sides of the trench. In October, the HYCC3 team will pour 4,500 cubic yards of concrete in the tunnel box, one of the 5 largest pours in recent New York City history. Deep soil mixing to reinforce the riverbed and removal of obstructions from the tunnel boring machine's path continues on the Hudson River. We have now completed 335 primary columns, 264 secondary columns, and 56 wedge elements. The removal of timber piles left in the river from Pier 68 is now finished for the year, and the barges that were used for that work have been demobilized. Back in New Jersey, preparations for the start of the tunnel boring continue. Construction of the portal where the tunnel boring machines will launch is moving forward just east of the Tunnelly Avenue overpass. These are the tunnel boring machines that will go underneath the Palisades. A mile away, we are beginning installation of the slurry wall for the Hudson County shaft on the other side of the Palisades. We also recently finished installing the noise barrier at the Hudson County staff site in a very heavily residential area. We remain on track to start the tunnel boring next year. At the other end of the tunnel, the 12th Avenue access shaft is also taking place on the west side of Manhattan. Guide walls are now in place around almost the entire circumference of the shaft, and we will begin building the walls of the shaft soon. On the other side of 12th Avenue, we are removing underground storage tanks and doing other site preparation work to get ready for the ground stabilization work. Adam Rosenblum will now give a presentation on the action items for today's meeting.
Thank you, Tom, and good morning, Commissioners. The action item for the Board's consideration today is a resolution to delegate authority to the CEO to execute a new package of task orders with the GDC's delivery partner. The delivery partner model is an innovative approach to public-private project delivery that brings together the best talent, resources, and expertise from both sectors to get large-scale infrastructure projects done on schedule and on budget. GDC chose to use the delivery partner model because it leverages private sector expertise to deliver the Hudson Tunnel project efficiently and effectively. The delivery partner model has a proven track record for public entities to execute a specific project. For example, the UK's Olympic Delivery Authority used a delivery partner to build the infrastructure for the 2012 Olympics in London. In addition, the Oregon Department of Transportation's award-winning OTIA 3 State Bridge Delivery Program used a delivery partner model to replace or repair 271 bridges. Following a competitive procurement process, GDC awarded a delivery partner contract to MPA Delivery Partners, a joint venture of Mace, Parsons, and Arcadis, in March 2024. MPA is already integrated seamlessly into the project team. Ultimately, 350 to 400 expert full-time equivalents with centuries of collective expertise will be involved in every facet of the project. Our track record together speaks for itself. In just 18 months since onboarding MPA, GDC has secured full funding for the Hudson Tunnel project, awarded 3 new construction contracts, and made significant progress on 5 construction packages. With 2 more construction contracts on track to be awarded in the next 6 months, and more than a decade of work to go before the Hudson Tunnel project is complete, the MPA's team's skills and expertise are only going to become more important. That brings us to today's action item. We're asking the board to delegate authority to the GEC CEO to execute a new package of task orders for MPA delivery partners so that we can continue building on the success of the past 18 months. When the board awarded the delivery partner contract to MPA, a set of initial task orders were authorized. These have been the building blocks for MPA to integrate with GDC as one seamless organization. The resolution before the board today will authorize GDC leadership to execute a new package of task orders. This new package will enable that partnership to grow so MPA can provide all the services and staffing support needed for GDC and our SEPs to deliver and support the Hudson Tunnel project through 2030. The contract also includes a GDC option for up to 3 3-year extensions beyond 2030. The maximum contract amount for these services over the next 5 years is $665 million, and we are excited to build on the success of this project and move it forward to completion. Thank you.
The first action item for the board's consideration today is entitled Authorization of Delegation of Authority to the Chief Executive Officer in connection with contract GDC 24005. Notice to proceed for issuance of a new task order.
Thank you, Tom. Do any of the commissioners wish to comment on this item? I think you'd have to raise your hand electronically, so I'm going to look. I don't see anything. Is there a motion from a commissioner to consider the resolution, and can you please state your name when you make the motion?
It's Tony Kosha. I'll move it.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Victor. Any discussion? I move this motion to a vote. Ms. Anderson, please call the roll.
Co-Chair Glenn,
Yes.
Co-Chair Gray-Wolverg,
Yes.
Vice Chair Kosha,
Yes.
Commissioner Dominguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Herlinsky.
Yes.
The motion passes.
Thank you. We will now be entering into executive session to discuss contract negotiations, personnel matters, and matters in which the release of information could impair a right to receive funds from the United States. After the executive session, the board will reconvene in public session and for the purpose of adjourning the meeting, and no further business will be conducted. I make a motion to enter into executive session to discuss contract negotiations, personnel matters, and matters in which the release of information could impair a right to receive funds from the United States or another grantor. May I have, I made the motion. So may I have a second?
I'll
I'll
second.
second it, co-chair.
Thank you, Valfried. Any discussion? None. All in favor? Yes.
Aye.
Opposed. The motion is carried. We'll now go into executive session. Thank you. Ready?
you.
No worries.
We're going live.
Okay. I hereby reconvene the open session board meeting. Ms. Anderson, do we have a quorum?
Yes, all commissioners are in attendance and we have a quorum.
Thank you, that's great. There being no further business to conduct today, I am making a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you all in favor.
Aye.
The motion is approved and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.